actually outside.
Who is?
The tenant that's moving in.
Okay, let's move him in then.
Shall I move? Do you want to do the video though?
No. Video, we can do it any time.
Shall I just call him in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Let's move him in.
Okay.
He can join the feast.
Yeah, he can.
What's happening? My name's Samuel Leeds. I'm standing inside a HMO. I'm with my good friends, Kyle
and Pritika.
Now these guys are on the Property Investors Academy. Tell us what happened, because you had a little bit of a nightmare with this property, didn't you?
Yeah, we've done it up to an amazing standard. It's beautiful, so you'll see that soon in this video. But when we've shown people around, they're really loving it. However, when it comes to committing, they just won't commit.
Were they really loving it though, or were they pretending to love it?
It appeared as if they were really loving it.
Could that be British culture though, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it fantastic? I'll call you back. I mean, what? So we realised, didn't we, that there were some things that were going a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
That we've been now fixing and seeing some changes.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do? How many rooms has this got?
So this has got 7 rooms.
7 rooms. So we're going to take you through the property, but we're going to give you 7 tips about how to get tenants quickly in your HMO. So do you want to show us the first room?
Of course, yeah.
Nice.
So here's room number 1.
Love it. So alright, room number 1, tip 1 of getting tenants to move in your property quickly.
So especially for this room, it's important to take really good photos.
Yeah.
As you can see, this room's got natural lighting, so it's important to take a photo from each different angle so the tenant can really get to see what the room looks like from a different perspective almost.
Yeah, true. So, and you've done this to quite a decent standard, quite a nice standard. Did you paint all the walls and stuff?
We did. We painted everything.
Did you do it yourself?
Yeah, I got my friends to come and help as well. So.
Okay. And also, when you took on this property, you had a rent-free period, didn't you? Maybe you could talk a bit about that, Pritika?
Yeah. This property was in a really bad state. It hadn't been lived in for 18 months. Prior to that, it had students in it, so you can imagine the state of the property. So I negotiated with the landlord a 6-week grace period.
Yeah.
I said I would be bringing the property up to a really high standard, and he agreed to that. So we thought we've got 6 weeks to do this property and bring it up to a high standard, but it did end up taking us a little bit longer, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, show us the next room.
This room's got stuff in. We've got a tenant that has just moving in.
Literally, I caught the action. Like, I arrived as things were all happening. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much is this room renting out for?
So this room is renting out for £550 a calendar month.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Interesting. I asked the tenant. I said to him, "What did you like about the room?" And he said he likes the colour of it, which is really, I mean, you've got matching. You know, you've got the blue. And feature walls go such a long way, because if it was just completely white all around, or magnolia all around, it just feels a bit dingy, doesn't it? So the fact that you've just made it pop, interesting that's the reason that he said. So okay, so tip number 1 of the 7 tips of the 7 rooms is to take good pictures. Tip 2.
Tip 2 is give them all the information up front. That's really, really important. So, for example, these rooms don't have ensuite bathrooms, and I know that's in high demand at the moment. So I wanted to tell people up front beforehand, before they view the property, that they don't have ensuite bathrooms, but the ratio is 2:1 to a bathroom. Yeah. So it's not too bad at all.
Right, and so in other words, there's no point to someone getting to a property, wasting your time, wasting their time, and you booking views, and they're like, oh, I didn't know it looked like this. Yeah. So how do you do that? How do you show people up front exactly what they're expecting to get to?
Yeah, so there's a video of the whole property on SpareRoom, and it shows the individual bathrooms. Yeah. Shows that they're not attached to the bedrooms, and
so when people come in, they're coming to secure it. They're not coming to have a look to see what it looks like. They know already what it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great tip. If you enjoyed the video so far, like the video. All right, next room, room 3. Okay, nice.
So this is room 3.
Very, very nice. And this room, is this gone yet?
No, this one's still available. Yeah.
Interesting as well. Tip 3 in room 3. I'm going to share this one because tell us what you were doing when I was like, no! When I found out, because you called me and you said, well, you're on the 365 mastermind session. You said, I got 7 rooms, haven't rented out 1 room.
Yes.
Doing loads of viewings,
Yeah.
it's not happening. And I was like, okay. I said, either the property sucks,
Yeah.
or you're doing something wrong. The property's clearly decent, and went through, and it turns out that you were doing something a little wrong.
Yes, I was.
What were you doing?
I was showing them every single room in the house.
Yeah.
So it was evident that no one had taken any of the rooms.
Correct.
So people, I guess, were then thinking, is there something wrong with this house? None of the rooms have gone.
You're right. So if you've got a brand new house, I said to Pritika, I said, don't show them every room. Just show them 1 or 2 rooms, and then just say, look, this is the room that's available. Because they're all pretty similar anyway. If you take them in all the rooms, you're going to confuse them. If you confuse them, you lose them. So tip number 3 is, if you've got lots of rooms, just take them in 1 or 2, not all the rooms. Because also when you give people too much choice, they don't go for anything.
True.
So, but nice room. All right, number 4. Has this room gone?
This room has gone.
Cool.
Yeah.
When's the person supposed to be moving in?
So the tenant that you met when you first came.
And we need to we need to tell the story of this.
Yes.
All right, Kyle, you can tell the story, okay? So tip 4, room 4. What happened?
So basically, Samuel came in just as we were showing this tenant around, and he was really interested in each room, but he wasn't too sure. So what Samuel told me was to basically in front of him tell him that he was really interested.
So hold on, just to set context. Who did I pretend to be?
You pretended to be a potential tenant.
Right, so I came round the house, they're showing a tenant round, and I thought rather than me just be like, oh, I'm Samuel Leeds, I'm their mentor or whatever, I'll pretend to be a tenant. I had Darwin on the videographer guy, so we're like, we're looking around. Bear in mind, these guys have only shown them 2 rooms now, not all the rooms. What happens is, when you show 1 or 2 rooms, that's good, but block viewings, we created a block viewing. We didn't plan this, we didn't manufacture this. This was just a bit spontaneous. But what happened as a result of the block viewing effect?
Immediately, he was really interested, and he said to Mum straight away that he wants the room. So it's basically put demand on him. And
but also pretty as well. Could you tell how he was at first, and then when I was like, I want to take that room. Like, tell what happened.
Yeah, so I asked him more than once. I said, so are you interested? Do you like it? And he said, yeah, I need to think about it. But so I kind of insisted and said, well, but do you want to put a deposit down? No, I really need to think about it. And then Kyle came in the room and said, have you signed up to any of the rooms? Because the other potential tenant that's here really likes the room.
I did really like the room, it was true. We weren't lying or anything. But then what did he say? As soon as he thought I was interested.
So as soon as he thought Samuel was interested, he said, yes, I'll take that room. And I said, well, which one is it? And this is the very room that he wanted to take.
Boom! Literally 20 minutes to go. So we need to just wait for a little bit. Before we put this video out, we'll give it a few weeks.
Yes.
In case he sees it and goes, oh! But listen, this is just basic sales skills.
Yeah.
Money doesn't come from property, money comes from people. And until you know how to talk to people, until you know how to sell, in fact, let's go tip 5, and I'm going to talk about, I'm going to share this next tip.
Yeah.
Very nice. See, they're all quite similar though, aren't they?
They are.
Seeing 7 of these is not going to do you any favours.
No, it's confusing.
It is. So tip 5, which is what I said to these guys last week, is I said, you need to actually close your prospective tenant. This is sales. Everything is sales. So don't just show your tenant around and then just go, get back to me. You need to actually close them. You need to say, when are you thinking of moving in then? Oh, I'm planning on moving in a couple of weeks. All right, great. So which room do you like best? Oh, this one. All right, great. So what's going to happen? I heard you say it. I heard it. So what's going to happen now then? Is you sat down, right?
Yeah.
You sat him down.
Yeah.
What's going to happen now then is we're going to have to go through the referencing and blah, 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 blah. And then before he knows it, he's in. Why? Because you led him to the sale.
Yes.
Unfortunately, people are stupid. And people are like sheep. No, they are stupid because why would you not go for a room just because there's 6 others that are empty? It doesn't make any sense. If you like the room, you like the room. Because you think, oh, no one wants it.
Yeah.
That's not true. If you just lead You know, if you just leave, and also people are like sheep.
Yeah.
Just because I was there saying I'm interested in the room, suddenly he takes the room.
Yeah.
You've got to master the game of sales.
Yeah.
So this is room 5.
Yes.
What do you think though?
Amazing.
Do you feel more confident now you know how to sell?
Absolutely, absolutely. Brilliant tips.
Yeah. All right, let's go to room 6. This is my room now. This is my room because I like the chair. Oh, and I like the balcony. Wow, look at this.
And this room is gone.
This room's gone. It's gone. All right, room 6. Tip 6.
So tip number 6 is referring friends. So it's important to refer friends, as if you have people who are the same friendships groups, you're more likely to have a cleaner house and better rules within it.
Do you mean refer your friends?
Just in general, my friends or tenants within the house as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. And you can also incentivise tenants, so you can say, hey, if you can find any of your friends that will want to move in, we'll pay you £50. Before you know it, woof, if you've got 2 or 3 rooms filled in a 7-bed house, if everyone just recommends 1 or 2 friends to move in, you've got a full house. In fact, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It did, yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. So the tenant that just moved in, he referred the one that came to view the property just as you arrived.
Right.
So
all of this kind of comes together, you know, referring people, selling, block viewings. Great, good room. Right, we're going to go into the last room and you're going to share the last tip, which was a game changer for these guys, and it's so simple. So let's check out the last room. All right, so tip number 7, go ahead.
Okay, so tip number 7 is renewing the SpareRoom ad. And this was a game changer for me. I hadn't even realised you could do this. But once you click renew on the advert, it takes your room right to the top of the list. And bear in mind, there's pages and pages and pages of rooms on SpareRoom. It takes you right to the top. And that was brilliant because as soon as I started to do that, I started to get more phone calls.
Brilliant.
It's fantastic.
So basically in Leicester, there's hundreds of people looking for rooms, but there's also hundreds of rooms available. So these hundreds of people look for rooms and they just look at the first few. It doesn't even cost anything to renew it.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't cost anything. Renew it every single day. Get your listing at the top of SpareRoom. Also list it on other sites as well, but not just SpareRoom. List it on as many sites as you can. Fill your rooms fast, because that's how you get paid.
I really hope you liked this amazing video, and if you did, please smash the like button down here. And if you want to see more videos like this, please click up here.
Please do us all a favour and subscribe right here.
Yes!